Hi and welcome to PAX X TV, the monthly web series bringing you news from the aviation and passenger experience world. From Runway Girl Network, I'm your host, Maryann Simson. In this episode, we hear from leading aircraft manufacturer Airbus on the digitally integrated cabins of the not-so-distant future. We also talk about snakes on a plane, snacks on a plane, and much more. But first, a message from our sponsor, Panasonic. In October, Aeromexico took delivery of its first 787-9 Dreamliner. While the outside of the aircraft looked amazing in a colorful livery of pre-Hispanic designs, it was interior changes, namely a kitchen-style bar and snack area, that really turned heads. The airline's design partner, New Territory, says that this bar represents a new approach to social spaces on board aircraft. They describe it as a welcoming, relaxing, help-yourself kind of kitchen environment that integrates seamlessly into the rest of the aircraft. Headlines quickly shifted from snacks to snakes for the airline, however, as a passenger filmed a large serpent dangling from an overhead bin on a domestic flight November 6th. Nobody was hurt, but pilots were forced to make an emergency landing, and officials say they're still investigating how the snake got on the plane. Next up, a report from RGN correspondent John Walton sheds some light on what Airbus is calling the digital native aircraft.
Digital native aircraft, high bandwidth architecture. These concepts sound innovative, but what do they mean for the passenger experience? At the Apex Expo in Singapore, I asked Kiran Rao from Airbus to explain how they fit in with the airframers' cabin offerings, like Airspace.
Airspace covers many aspects for the airline. So we've launched it on the A330neo. It's been inspired by the A350, so the A350 cabin gives us the inspiration to get started. The first Airspace cabin will be the A330neo. The whole objective there is that when you get on board an A330neo, you will more or less think you're on an A350. If you get on a 350, you'll think you're on an A330neo. It's all designed so that there's an Airbus standard, there's an Airbus feel, there's an Airbus touch and feel to the whole thing. Now within all of that, of course, connectivity, in-flight entertainment, all these aspects become extremely important. I'll probably let Ingo tell you the details of the actual connectivity, but what's important is that what we give the airlines is basically a blank canvas, a very beautiful blank canvas, and we put our brand into that canvas. We focus on the design, the innovation, which are the specialities of Airbus, to give the airlines the ability then to add their touch and their feel and their brand on top of it.
But how will that work, and where will it all go within the cabin? I asked Ingo Vugitzer.
The architecture itself, is integrated into the aircraft, that you reduce the space that you need for that equipment in terms of server, in terms of infrastructure, as much as possible, because we want to give that space, airspace, to the passenger, of course. Secondly, we want to do it in a way that this is upgradable. So we have a lot of glass fiber infrastructure in there, that can provide a lot of bandwidths, different speeds, also for future technology that is upcoming. So that means that this also delivers flexibility for new systems, for retrofits, for upgrades. There's less downtime and less cost for the airline in terms of a life cycle perspective. In terms of the same is true also for the antennas. All antennas from different suppliers fit on there easily, and you can plug and play whatever you choose, or maybe choose in future. So you are more flexible as an airline, and that's what we try to enable with that digital native aircraft, that we have a platform, an open platform, flexible for the choice of the airline.
From nose to tail and all the places in between, Airbus' front-end and back-end platform approach will enable airlines to innovate from the moment passengers step on board.
In other news, CNN's aviation expert John Ostrower has unearthed a story about an airline secretly driving the development of a new breed of long-range aircraft. It seems Singapore Airlines has challenged both Airbus and Boeing to design new, extra-long aircraft to help it carry even more passengers on long-haul routes. Airbus's A350-2000 would be close to 260 feet long and carry 400 passengers, while Boeing's proposed 777-10X would be closer to 265 feet long and carry 450 passengers. Singapore Airlines will reportedly back further development for one of these concepts, though it's still unclear which one that will be. Finally, this month saw the business aviation community come together in Orlando for the NBAA Conference and Expo. Luxury jet maker Dassault used the occasion to unveil a modernized Falcon 900 LX with all-new cabin design. Dassault says that flowing, uninterrupted lines declutter the cabin and create a feeling of space. LED mood lighting creates an ambiance for any occasion, and enhanced acoustics block out engine noise, while the latest broadband capabilities keep VIP passengers connected wherever they go. If this sounds like your kind of ride, you can pick one up for a cool $37 million US. That's all the time we have for this month. We hope you've enjoyed PaxX TV. Make sure to visit us at www.runwaygirlnetwork.com and tune in next time.
It's a great day, I'm feeling good. Oh, the possibilities of what I could